When you're old and alone, do this every day to stay happy and avoid loneliness. Senior advice. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you're new, this is a space where we talk about living well, staying healthy, and finding joy, especially as we navigate the middle and later years of life. Today's topic is something close to my heart, and I bet it resonates with a lot of you too. When you're old and alone, do this every day to stay happy and avoid loneliness. You know, as a psychologist who's worked with folks just like you for years, I've seen how life changes as we age. Maybe the kids have moved out. Maybe you've lost a partner or close friends, or maybe you're just spending more time by yourself than you used to. And let me tell you, it's normal to feel a little lonely sometimes. It's not a sign of weakness. It's just part of being human. But here's the good news. You don't have to let loneliness take over. There are simple, everyday things you can do to keep your spirits high and your heart full, even when you're on your own. So picture this. I'm sitting across from you right now, maybe over a cup of coffee, and I'm here to share some wisdom, stuff that's worked for my patients, stuff I've seen transform lives. This isn't about big, impossible changes. It's about small, doable steps you can start today. Whether you're 50, 60, 70, or beyond, this is for you. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll have a toolbox of ideas to feel happier and less alone every single day. Let's dive in. All right, let's get into it. When you're older and spending more time alone, it's easy to slip into a rut. The house feels quiet, the days stretch on, and maybe you start wondering, is this it? But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. Happiness isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you can build little by little. So here are some daily habits. Things you can do every single day to stay happy and keep loneliness at bay. I'll walk you through them, step by step, with stories and examples to show you how they work. 1. Start your day with a purpose. Let's kick things off with something simple but powerful. Give yourself a reason to get out of bed. I've had patients tell me, "Doc, some days I just don't feel like moving. What's the point?" And I get it. When you're alone, it's tempting to let the day drift by. But here's what I tell them. Start your morning with one small purpose. It doesn't have to be grand. Maybe it's brewing a cup of tea and sitting by the window to watch the birds. Maybe it's watering your plants or reading a page from a book you love. Take my patient Linda, for example. She's 68. Lives alone after her husband passed, and she used to spend mornings staring at the TV, feeling empty. One day, I suggested she start each day by writing down one thing she's grateful for, like the sunshine or her cozy sweater. She tried it, and soon she added a little walk to her mailbox. Now, she tells me those small routines give her a spark to keep going. It's not about fixing everything. It's about starting your day with intention. So, tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what's one little thing I can do for me? Try it. It's like planting a seed for happiness. 2, move your body, even just a little. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, great. Here comes the exercise lecture. But hear me out. This isn't about running marathons or hitting the gym. When you're older and alone, moving your body is one of the best ways to lift your mood. Science backs this up. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that chase away the blues. You don't need fancy equipment or membership. Take a 10-minute walk around your block. Stretch your arms while you're watching TV. Or, if you're like my patient Tom, he's 72 and swears by dancing to Elvis in his living room. It can be fun. Tom told me, "Doc, I put on Jailhouse Rock, and for those 3 minutes, I'm not lonely, I'm a king." The point is, movement wakes you up. It reminds you you're alive. So, every day, find a way to move just a little. Your body and your heart will thank you. 3, connect with someone, anyone. Okay, this one's big. Loneliness thrives when we feel disconnected, but here's the thing. You don't need a huge social circle to fix that. One small connection a day can make a difference. Call an old friend, wave to your neighbor, or even chat with the cashier at the grocery store. It doesn't have to be deep. It just has to be human. I'll never forget my patient Margaret. She's 65, lived alone, and used to say, I don't have anyone left to talk to. I asked her to try something. Every day, say hello to one person. She started small, smiling at the mailman, asking the librarian about a book. Over time, she built little bonds. Now, she's got a coffee date with a neighbor every Thursday. It's not about forcing friendships. It's about opening the door to connection. So today, reach out. Say hi. You'd be surprised how much a simple "how's your day going" can brighten yours. 4. Feed your mind with something positive. When you're alone a lot, your thoughts can get loud, and not always in a good way. Ever catch yourself replaying old worries or flipping to the news until you're stressed out? I see this all the time with my patients. That's why I tell them, every day, give your mind something good to chew on. Maybe it's a podcast that inspires you, something like the Happiness Lab, or even a storytelling show like The Moth. Or pick up a book of quotes, something timeless, like Ralph Waldo Emerson or Maya Angelou. My patient John, 70, started reading poetry after his wife passed. He told me, I read a line from Mary Oliver. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And it hit me. I'm still here. I've still got time. Feeding your mind with wisdom or beauty keeps the darkness away. So, find one positive thing, a quote, a story, a song, and let it sink in every day. 5. Create something, anything. Here's a secret weapon against loneliness. Creativity. When you make something, you remind yourself you've got power, even in a quiet life. It doesn't have to be art with a capital A. Cook a new recipe. Knit a scarf. Write a letter to your grandkids, even if you don't send it. Take my patient Susan, 63. She felt invisible after retiring. I suggested she try gardening, just a few pots on her porch. She started with herbs, and now she's got tomatoes and basil she shares with her neighbors. She says, it's not just the plants, it's knowing I made something grow. Creativity gives you a sense of purpose, and it's a quiet joy you can tap into daily. So, what could you create tomorrow? Start small. You'll feel the difference. 6. Lean into gratitude. All right, let's talk about gratitude. I know it sounds cheesy, but stick with me. It's a game changer. When you're alone, it's easy to focus on what's missing, the people, the energy, the past. But gratitude flips the script. It's about noticing what's still here. Try this. Every day, name 3 things you're thankful for. They can be tiny. The smell of rain, a warm blanket, a kind word from a stranger. My patient Ed, 69, started doing this after a rough year. He'd lost his brother, and loneliness hit hard. He told me, at first, I thought I had nothing to be grateful for. But then I noticed my dog's wagging tail, the taste of my morning oatmeal, the way the sunset looks out my window. It didn't fix everything, but it softened the edges. Gratitude isn't magic. It's medicine. Give it a shot today. Write it down or just say it out loud. It works. 7. Treat yourself like a friend. This one's personal. When you're alone, it's tempting to let yourself slide. Skip meals, stay in pajamas all day, talk down to yourself. But here's what I tell my patients. Treat yourself like you'd treat someone you love. Cook a nice dinner, even if it's just for you. Put on a clean shirt. Say something kind to yourself in the mirror. My patient Clara, 71, used to say, why bother? It's just me. But one day, she decided to set the table for herself. Nice plate, a candle, the works. She laughed and told me. I felt silly at first, but then I thought, I deserve this. And she does. So, do you? Every day, do one kind thing for yourself. You're worth it. 8. End your day with reflection. Finally, let's wrap up each day with a moment to look back. Before bed, take 5 minutes to think. What went well today? What made me smile? It's a gentle way to close the loop and remind yourself life's still good, even in small ways. My patient Bill, 66, started doing this after a divorce left him on his own. He'd jot down one good moment, like a funny TV show or a call from his daughter. He says it's like tucking himself in with a warm thought. Try it tonight. Reflect on one bright spot. It's a quiet gift to yourself. So, there you have it. 8 simple things you can do every day to stay happy and push loneliness aside, even when you're old and alone. Start your day with purpose. Move a little. Connect with someone. Feed your mind. Practice gratitude. Treat yourself kindly and reflect. These aren't huge leaps. They're steps you can take right now, wherever you are. I've seen these habits work wonders for my patients. People just like you, navigating the same quiet moments. And here's the truth. You're not as alone as you might feel. You've got strength, wisdom, and a life worth living. These daily practices are like little anchors. They keep you steady. They keep you. Before I go, let me leave you with a quote I love from the poet Rumi. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Maybe loneliness feels like a wound sometimes, but it's also where joy can sneak in, if you let it. So, try one of these ideas tomorrow. See how it feels. And if you're up for it, drop a comment below. Tell me what works for you or just say hi. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with someone who might need it. You're part of this community, and I'm so grateful you're here. Until next time, take care of yourself. You've got this.